guys, it's Izzy here. My face looks kind of dark, but my hair is really bad, so I'm wearing a hat. But this is my first sit-down video since I cut my hair myself. And if you want to know how that went, it's all on my Twitter. It's only down below, the Twitter is. But today we are going to be doing a TBR video for my June TBR and for Sims-A-Thon. So I will leave the announcement video for Sims-A-Thon down below in the pinned comment if you would like to check it out and do this readathon too. But let's get into this video. So when I do readathons, this is the first one that I'm doing because I love The Sims and I love reading. I actually saw a thing that said if you were born in the 90s, you can play Sims for like hours on end. That's true for me. So what I am doing, I'm not making a whole TBR just surrounding the different challenges in this readathon, because that's just not how I choose my TBR. So just if a book that I already chose for my June TBR, and I already have my June TBR chosen when I found out about this, if it adds up with one of these, which some have, as you can see I have been counting them, I will check it off. So, I'm gonna be doing this like for months really ahead, or however long it takes me to finish the challenges that I want to finish. And I did add one book though that is specifically, I saw a challenge and I added that book to my TBR. So the challenge that I have completed is read a book that it's first in the series, and that's if you want to create a sim. You can create a sim or choose a household. I always create a sim, so that's what I did. And I read I Am Gotham, which is a Batman comic. And then you can buy a house or build a house. I usually build houses, so that challenge is build something set in another world. So then, and again, I'm not really going in the order because I have done read a spooky book. I read It. I finished up It. I've been reading that since February, but you will hear about that in my TBR or in my wrap up. And then just all these books that I am about to show you can fit challenges on this list, and I will be saying when I show the books which challenges they fit. So our first book is Da Vinci's Tiger by L.M. Eliot, and I'm currently reading this. I'm about 62% in, and I'm going to finish this today or tomorrow. So be on the lookout for my Goodreads review. You can follow me on there. It's just my name, Elizabeth Rains. I'll put that on here in case you don't know how to spell that. But and I am annotating these books this month since I am doing book reviews on them. So this is about Ginevra da Vinci, and I'm assuming that's how you say the last name. And this is set in Florence, Italy in the Renaissance. So this book I have kind of a funny story behind it. So I got this because before I started with the Owlcrate, they do sell old boxes on their website. So I was just like, I'm gonna buy one of their old boxes, just see what it's like. And I saw this one because historical fiction is my favorite genre. So I purchased it, and I was like, it's about Da Vinci, cool. So when I got this on my TBR, I was going through to see how many pages it is, to see how many chapters, because I divide the chapters by 7 to see how many chapters I should read a day to finish in a week. So, and I kept seeing the name Lorenzo, and I was like, okay. And then I keep seeing the name Giuliano, and I was like, okay, this is about the Medici. Then I see the name Patsy, and I was like, I'm so excited for this book, because if you did not know, the Medici are my favorite family in world history. There's a TV show about them on Netflix if you're in America, and in Italy it's on REI. I don't know because I have watched shows on there that are in Italian because I have been to Italy and I'm learning Italian. So I don't know if they say the abbreviation how we are, like ABC. I can't think of the other channels, but yeah. So this book is about Ginevra da Vinci and how she was one of Leonardo da Vinci's muses, and it's kind of like why she posed like that in that picture What is her backstory? How did she become one of his muses? That's what this book is about. But we do, since it is set in Florence, we do have the Medici, and we have the Pazzi and Botticelli and all those people. And so I am putting this, Goodreads said there was a romance, it had romance as one of the categories. So we are doing this for Fall in Love, read a book with a romance element for 3 points. So our next one, I will not be doing a book review on this one because I don't do book reviews for graphic novels, but it's Star Wars, the prequel trilogy, a graphic novel. Those are my favorite Star Wars characters right there. I love Obi-Wan, Anakin, and Padme. And this is for every one of the prequel movies. I have started this a long time ago. Did I get to Revenge of the Sith? I got to I think that's the start of Revenge of the Sith right there. So I have read some of this before, but I don't remember. It's obviously about the movie and I've seen the movie multiple times. I'm just going to start over with it, and it is all 3 combined in here, and I can't wait to read this. I am reading all the Star Wars books, legend and canon, in chronological order, and I'm doing the graphic novels the same. This one I'm not, and as you can see, this is by Disney and not Dark Horse. Right there, Disney. But I am doing that. So, and that can be read something set in another world, because I don't think Naboo is set. That's one of our settings. I don't think that's on Earth. So, and Coruscant. So now we have A Sky Painted Gold by Laura Wood. So this is really an English book. It even has the pound on the back and not the American dollar. So I love this cover, and that falls into our challenge, and that is read a book with a pretty cover, and that's interior design for 2 points for building your house. So this book is set in the 1920s. I think that's very obvious by the cover. And it's set in Cornwall, and this girl, I forgot her name, it was Sarah or Laura, I don't know, it was something like that. So she wants to be a writer, and she's always been fascinated by this mansion. So the mansion gets opened up by these 2 twins, and our main character gets really intrigued by them and starts going to their parties and all that, living that life. And it's kind of taking her away from her original dreams and distracting her from what she really wants in life. So will her hopes and dreams stay the same? Who knows? And so our next book is an adult book, and that is Meddling Kids by Edgar Quintero. So really Scooby-Doo looking, and this is in 1977. It really reminds me of It, like It and Scooby-Doo. So it starts in 1997, or not 97, in 77. We have 4 friends and a dog, and they are solving all these mysteries and all that. But then we go to the future to 1990, and it's them as adults, and they have to come back together again and find out what really happened in 1977. And that reminds me so much of It. As I said, I did finish It this month, so this just sounds really fun. So I have already read a spooky book. As I said, I've read It. So we have to find out which one. It could be friendships, because I feel like they are friends. I don't know. And I can't see the bottom too because my friend cut them out. So I have to look on the iPad for that. And well, a new to me author. I haven't read a book by him. So our last book I bought as kind of a joke, because I bought the second book not knowing it was the second book, and because it was a signed copy, and you'll see by who the authors are. It's Rebel City of Indra, the story of Lex and Olivia by Kendall and Kylie Jenner. So look at the back, look at that. They look nothing like that. So I was like, it's signed by Kendall and Kylie, I have to buy it. Not this one, but the second one. And I was like, okay, on the second book and not the first. And I'm like, I'm not gonna own a book that I'm not gonna read. So that's why we have this. It says originally for read a book that's the first in the series, but we're not gonna do that anymore because I've already done that. So for this one, we could do, I don't know what it's about either. It's a sci-fi, and I don't really think they wrote it, to be honest with y'all, but they might have. But yeah, then we have our jobs on the back. Thriller, book featuring food, book featuring music or movies, a colorful cover. Not really. And I want to do writer. So yeah, they are new to me. I'll hop there again. We could be a tech guru because I think it's a futuristic book. But who knows? But that is my June and my Sims-A-Thon TBR. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, comment, rate, and subscribe. And I will see you on Thursday. Bye, guys.